how it's supposed to feel.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another test. So today we are going to test ESET versus Kaspersky, so green versus green. So we've got ESET on the left. I am aware that ESET has obviously released a short while back their new versions of home products, so I'll be upgrading from Home Security Premium to Ultimate. Just waiting for my license to expire now sometime in April, so for the next couple of months I'll just test ESET Premium and then I'll do the test for the new ESET. But with ESET Home Premium on the left, we're going to have a quick look at the settings. So detection, we've got no exclusions. I'm just going to really go through quickly the settings. So pretty much max settings, all detected samples, lifeguard, kill, running process and clean, block execution, and we increased it to 10 minutes. Scans, we changed the scan settings to be a bit more aggressive. So once the malware test is done and we need to scan for malware, we then have a little bit more aggressive settings for malware scanning. Document protection is enabled. Gonna go to HIPS, pretty much set to automatic mode, and by default settings, detection we changed to aggressive. Real-time detection pretty much enabled. Threat sense is always remedy the detection, scan UEFI, etc, etc. Additional also enabled. Network access protection is set to automatic mode. We didn't change any of the settings here, so that's still on default. So default settings, email settings, pretty much default. I think we only changed the threat sense behavior to always remedy the detection. Web access protection still on default. We didn't change anything here. Browser protection is enabled. Only essential extensions, browser security, script scanner. And that's that for ESET, so nice, quick and easy. We're going to hop over to Kaspersky. So last time we tested Kaspersky on default settings. This time we are going to test it like we normally do with max settings. It doesn't really add much more protection with Kaspersky if you go all out, but it obviously will add a little bit, might have some more false positives, but I think we are just going to try it on max settings. So let me just change it back to extreme. Select the text automatically. Okay, cool. So then all files, we're going to go deep restricts because I hit now the reset. I just wanted to show you guys that it was on extreme. Smart mode. I think I did clear my exceptions. No, it luckily didn't. So we've just got the two exceptions for the library file script and the normal malware script, as Kaspersky does flag the scripts as malicious because of the behavior. Okay, safe browsing, we're going to also do it on extreme for this one. Okay, mail antivirus, we left that on default. We're just going to do that default. AMPS integration, we did change those settings as well. Network attack blocker, still on default. Firewall, still on default. System watcher is enabled, but we're going to leave it to do everything automatically for us. Intrusion prevention is enabled. KSN is enabled. You can see toggle top right, and self-defense is enabled. And I think that's that for Kaspersky. And then with Kaspersky, we're going to use the Kaspersky VPN. It seems like my plan was automatically upgraded, because when I did switch on the VM a couple of days ago when I was doing updates, I did get a notification that some of the things have changed, and it seems my daily limit of 200 megabytes were removed, and now I'm upgraded to unlimited. So that was quite pleasant to see that now I have unlimited VPN. So I'll use Kaspersky's VPN, and then for ESET we'll just use Proton until I get the ESET Ultimate. Then we'll use that VPN for malware testing. So let's quickly get the protection disabled, get the malware extracted, and then we can start the test. Okay, so we've got all the nasties extracted, so not as normal high sample count as normal, but 1409 on each side I think is enough to get the message about these two products. So we've got obviously a bunch of applications. We've got fileless malware, VBs, Office documents, PDF files, HTML files, you name it, we've got them. All flavors of malware, ransomware, POPs. Some of them might actually be legitimate files and things like that. So let's quickly just make sure that these products are up to date. Okay, ESET is up to date, so that's good to see. Okay, let's just wait for Kaspersky. Okay guys, as you can see, all the products are up to date. Okay, so now I think we can re-enable the protection. Okay, as you guys can see, they are protected. So now we are going to do the first test, which is going to be the email test. So we are just going to do 4 emails, 2 spams, and 2 emails with attachments on them, which is obviously password protected, so that we can get past the anti-spam and email scanners, because obviously they can't scan them due to the password protection. So then we'll see, once we open the attachments, what is going to happen. So hopefully my emails get sent, because I see sometimes Google blocks my emails from sending. So we are going to do the phishing ones first. Okay, so let's get Outlook open quickly. Okay, just waiting for Outlook for Kaspersky. Okay, so hopefully my mails get delivered. Doesn't seem like they are blocked. Okay, cool. So there we have our email. Okay, so let's just wait for Kaspersky to download it. While we wait for that, I am going to send the mails with the malicious attachments. Please go through, do not block them. You can do it. Okay, so it seems like they were sent. Okay, so let's just wait. It doesn't seem like they were blocked. Okay, cool. So a little bit of a delay. Okay, cool. Here we go. There's supposed to be another phishing mail. I'm not sure why. We're supposed to have 2 of them, but nonetheless, we'll work with what we have. Now we've got this little thing, my little pitch to get you to do something that I want. Follow the link. We're going to do that. We're going to be a user and then just click on something and not read it properly. So we are going to... Okay. So website's been blocked. As the website has been blocked, that's good to see. And Kaspersky also blocked this, so it's a win-win for them both, so that's great. These phishing links are not the ones that we are going to test soon, so these are completely different ones. So okay, so now we are going to open up our little attachments. Okay, we're going to say raw. Yeah, we're going to go to that email, we're going to open up that one, we're going to say always, we're going to say open. Okay, so we've got 2 files, we're not going to worry about the other one, we are just going to do this one, that was quote, that one. Let's open up that one. Okay, so we're going to do quote, so we are going to open up that one. I did say the password in the email was that, but that's actually not the correct password. Password is quote. So keeping it nice and simple, we're going to extract this bad boy. Okay, so we are pretty much doing similar to what a lot of threat actors are doing. It is to create more layers of archiving, so it avoids scanning. Password protection, blah blah blah. It keeps jumping and jumping and jumping until the delivery mechanism then gets to the actual payload. Did I actually extract it? Okay, sorry, Kaspersky was just a bit on the slow side, so I didn't see that. Okay, so we've done with that test, so that's great. I'm gonna say quit anyway. Okay, now we're going to do the other one. Okay, so ESET is obviously starting to remove malware from the desktop, so we need to get this test going. Okay. Okay, so we've extracted those malware. Okay, we're done with the emails. I didn't actually open up Process Explorer, so let's quickly check. Okay, so that's ESET blocking the thread from the email, so that's really good to see. Yeah, so now you guys can also see that the VMs are clean, or hopefully they're not infected now with the email testing, but now you can see that they are pretty much clean, so it doesn't seem like we've got any threats for Kaspersky, so that's always good to see, and we've got nothing for ESET, so that's good. Okay, so guys, I think we are quickly gonna jump into the testing for the website stuff. I think we need to get this test going. ESET is now getting ahead of us. I didn't do all of this. Normally I do this before I start the test. I think I'm getting old. Okay, so let's just check. Yep, it's that one. Okay, so we're gonna do the website test now. Let's hope ESET doesn't disappoint, and so does Kaspersky as well. Hopefully get some good results in this test. Okay, so ESET is nice and easy to see. All the little E's, you'll immediately know that they were blocked. Same with Kaspersky, so let's check. Okay, so potential phishing attempt, fish. That one was a website blocked. May contain dangerous content. That's naughty. Blah blah blah. Let's see about this one. Okay, that one was also blocked. Might have just been a certificate issue. Let's say keep that. Okay, so Kaspersky blocked. Kaspersky blocked. Okay, seems like Kaspersky blocked the majority of them. This one might be downloading. Oh, that one was blocked as well. Let's check. Blocked as well. This one's still thinking. Okay, so it seems like Kaspersky also blocked them all. Let's see if any files downloaded. Some of them were, but they could be removed afterwards. Okay, so it seems like Kaspersky allowed this. Okay, so we've got a partial download, but it is actually downloading. It seems like it's stuck, or it might be that Kaspersky is interfering with this download. Let's pause it. Okay, so we have a partial file download, but then this one did download. We've got the bitmap, same one for ESET, but ESET did kill the other one. So if I base it on the results, what I do see now, it seems like we've got a bin file. Couldn't download something. Okay, then I would judge that ESET won the website test. It was exactly the same with the phishing and all of that, but the malicious downloads, it seems that ESET did a little bit better there, so that's good to see. Okay, now we're gonna hop over to the main cuisine. Okay, I'm just gonna move it like so. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just trying to move my little windows. Okay, so we've got malware executing there. And it seems like my script died. That's odd, because normally ESET doesn't kill the scripts. That's the first time that I've seen that. I hate these new ways of Windows 11 trying to organize your windows. PDF file, yeah. Let's just do Adobe. Okay, so for now I'm just going to do the disinfect without restart. Okay, so we've got our PDF file. Let's see if we open it, what happens. Oh yeah, guys, so yeah, I hope everyone is having a good weekend. So thanks again for watching these videos. I hope you guys do really enjoy them, and I do hope that I make them entertaining for you. I'll obviously come up with new ideas and new ways to do things and things like that, but yeah, as we go with time, things will improve, get more experience and things like that. But yeah, I hope you guys do learn from these tests. Okay, so it doesn't seem like anything happened there. Okay, no real threats running. We're just going to close that bad boy. Okay, that one was killed. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we have anything really to worry about with these two products as of yet. Okay, guys, I'm not going to try and make this video too long. So you guys know the routine by now. Anything weird, I'll point it out. Anything worth mentioning, I'll mention it. But for now, I'm just going to attend to all these lovely pop-ups. I've got my coffee and all of that, so I'll attend to this and I'll let you guys know once the test is done. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the results. Now, let's start with ESET. So let's quickly start from the top. I don't really see any weird type of processes, names. Virus data score seems to be okay. This one is scanning the file. Yeah, okay, cool. So it seems like we only have these two. The net support client, we know that's being used for malicious purposes, so that's basically why it is rated as 28 for now. So it's not really malicious on its own, but it is being used for malicious purposes, like we've seen with AnyDesk and TeamViewer and Action 1. This one, I'm not sure what it is. I did try to check what it might be, but Edge for some reason is not responding. So I'm not sure if there might be some system damage or if it's just because if we just might need to do a restart, but I can't really check this one. But it is a low score, so it might just be a PUP or fairly new malware or something like that. With Kaspersky, we're going to do the disinfection now on Kaspersky. Let's quickly check. We have this one here that's running. Let's see if we can open it. And then this one says 7 this cannot be resolved. Let's try it again. Okay, while we wait, seems like our connection is a bit slow. Could not be found. So I wonder if this is maybe not due to the VPN, maybe. Let's say if we disable the VPN. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it seems like it was a little bit of a VPN issue. Let's try checking this file again. Okay, so this one has a high score, so let's see what this one is all about. Okay, so this one just seems like it's a generic Trojan, confidence, malware, generic, malicious, portable execution, Mabizat. So Mabizat's an old malware, but yeah, that could be not something really to worry about, but this one might be an issue. So this is VM Protect, PowerShell generic. Malicious, so ESET is aware of this one. And strangely enough, Kaspersky is also here, but it's allowing it to run, so that's pretty odd. So yeah, so this one might be an issue. And then this CG update assist, this one just keeps on updating. Let's see if we go to this website. Where do we go? Okay, so it seems like they've got 2 each. That might be suspicious. So this is Chillcat software. So yeah, so this, I don't know. Not sure what this website's all about. Okay, so it seems like we've got 2 each, but this one might be a bit of a problem. The one with ESET with the lower score, it is this client which is obviously being used for remote connection and monitoring, so it could be used for remote access. And then this one, I don't think it's really something to worry about, but yeah, we can't check that one. We can most probably just check the hash and virus total, but yeah, we'll do that for another day. And then I think this is the language of Malaysia, if if I'm not mistaken. So I'm assuming it wants to restart or postpone the restart. So normally it's the bottom one, but I'm not going to choose it for now. I just don't want the machine to reboot before we check all the results. Now, if we're going to hop over to our downloads files, oops, wrong one. We have a little bit more files, and it seems like a long time ago we went back in time, almost 4 years. So old files were deleted, so we've got a little bit more on Kaspersky. On the document side, we have 1 more folder, and that's about it. But luckily no ransomware infection, so I think we are good in that aspect. Now we're going to look at our pictures. It seems like ESET's got an additional 2 folders here. Might be files hidden in there, or it might actually just be empty. So that's that. Let's close this. We still got things open here. Okay, so let's quickly see if we've got any weird startup items on ESET. Okay, so we've got all these other programs, and we know Auto IT can also be used for malicious purposes. CrossX service. Okay, so a program that installed. There's the net support. That was broken. So it seems like the majority of startup items on ESET seems to be more program related than fileless malware or persistent threats. Let's quickly check Kaspersky. Just about on the slow side. So we've got very similar startup items here, well, less startup items on Kaspersky, so that's a good sign. Let's quickly look at stuff that installed. Okay, so we have a number of programs that installed here. Okay, as you guys can see, we have quite a number of programs installed. Let's have a look at Kaspersky. Not really going to count them, but it should be very similar to the amount of programs that actually installed. But it looks like Kaspersky might have a tad less than ESET. So yeah, I think that's that. I'm going to now do the disinfect and restart with Kaspersky. As you guys can see, there was no pop-up for ESET to do a restart during the malware test, so it doesn't seem like there was any threats running where it couldn't remove them without restarting. So I think we're good in that aspect. So I'm just going to restart ESET normally, and then get it updated, do a full scan, wait for Kaspersky, update it, do another full scan with Kaspersky, and then we'll look at the results. Okay, so let's quickly look at the results. So the full scans are done. So ESET removed 287 threads. The view of ESET, I must say, is not always super user friendly because you can't really see exactly off the bat which was removed. You'll have to go through all of these one by one to actually see, like this one now, this temporary file was deleted, but it might seems like it's still this one that we're getting pop-ups, so it might be a persistent issue. But obviously you need to investigate that. But yeah, so 287 threads were left. Let's just say, for argument's sake or for interest sake, let's see how many files. So we've got 180 items, but obviously there are folders. My scripts are in here as well. But yeah, so that's what we've got left. Let's quickly look at Kaspersky. So we've got this cryptojacking was prevented again. It's complaining about this Google certificate, I think. Let's say disconnect. Okay, so 5 objects were not processed. So 57, I would say. Yeah. Okay, let's try it again. Let's say delete the archives. Okay, we're gonna look at any post encryption, maybe, if we have any of that. Okay. Documents are good. Our pictures are good, it seems. Oh, it's still waiting to load. Okay, cool. Pictures are good. Then it seems like we've got this little PC optimization thing running here, but it seems ESET keeps on removing this thread. Let's just see when injector file. So it's this .mp2 file in this temp location. So it could be that AutoIT is writing this file to this temporary location and then trying to run it. So it could be a modified version of AutoIT, maybe. I'm just speculating here. You obviously need to investigate, but yeah, if we keep getting malware notifications that AutoIT is writing this file to this temp location, it could be that this AutoIT might have been modified a bit and then trying to infect the machine. And so it seems like ESET is now just removing the threat itself, but not really cleaning AutoIT out of memory. But yeah, that's what I'm speculating. So we are removing the objects for Kaspersky. Let's give it some time, and then we'll look at the results. Okay, so I just had to wait for Kaspersky to deal with the threats. Now we're gonna go back home. You guys can see it's clean. It does say malware has been deleted, but it could be just a delay in the pop-ups. It does say again that cryptojacking again was prevented. Okay, so let's quickly look at our startup items, see if they've decreased. On ESET it does seem like we have some less startup items here. So we still have that client. Oh yeah, so there we have AutoIT being started up. So most probably if we do disable this service, we should stop getting these notifications. So it is in that folder. So I don't know AutoIT that well. I know it's been used for quite a couple of things, but I don't think that is the correct location where it should be. So it could be a modified AutoIT, and then now it's just trying to run or trying to infect the machine, and ESET is now just stopping the infections from happening. But yeah, we have a couple of startup items. On Kaspersky we also have a couple of startup items, but it looks a little bit better than on the ESET machine. And if we look at our little programs that we still have installed, so we do still have quite a number of programs still installed. All these funny little weird programs, but I think a lot of these programs are legitimate programs. So even if we look at it from a Process Explorer side, doesn't seem like all these programs are malicious. Might just be some foreign apps, but it does look like POPs to me. But it seems like they might be just legitimate programs and not really something to worry about. You can just uninstall them. So talk about uninstall. Now we're gonna restart these machines, get them update or get the third-party opinion scanners updated, run the scans, and then we'll look at the final results. Okay, let's look at the results now with ESET. So it seems like we have one malware, 2 suspicious, and the same for Kaspersky, but it's not really the same. So we've got this library file in the temporary location, so not really something to worry about, because it could be that the exe or the MSI that uses this library file could already be deleted, but the library file on its own and that it's in temp location is not really something to worry about. You can just manually delete it. Update the roaming. This might be a little bit more because of the roaming. We've got this sample take, it's a bin file, and then we've got this exe in program files as well. Now with Kaspersky we have the syntax player launcher, which is in the temporary in app data local syntax. So this is not in a normal location. Then we've got the file downloads, but it's statically on its own. It won't cause any real issues unless you might execute it. And then we've got this one in program files as well. So I would say pretty much the same results for them both. We'll hop over to NPE. So we've got 37 versus 10 detections. If we look at the detections, seems like we've got some couple of programs that are installed that are medium. Threads, program files, then we've got program data in retail. So we've got this file here. Okay, we're just going to go back. And then we've got a lot of app data local temp. So these are just files that were extracted. So not really much to worry about except for this exe under my user profile. So, but the majority seems to be either programs that are installed or temporary location. With Kaspersky, it seems like we've got this DS spotter that's installed, the server monitoring, same for ESET. We've got program files, then this one, program files. Then we've got program data as well, so a couple of issues there. App data local, this Adobe file, then we've got a couple in temp, and then we've got this Chrome extension maybe, or Chrome certificate, or no, sorry, there's actually an exe with a couple of registry values as well. So very similar. ESET just has a lot more files in the temporary location. I think if you subtract them, I think it's pretty much the same. I'm gonna exit that. Okay, if we look at MSIsoft, so we've got 2 versus 3 problems. We've got app data roaming, so we've got that auto IT. So this could be partially the thing that ESET's detecting is a text file. And then we've got the remote admin, the net support, which is a PUP, which I said is actually a legitimate program, but it is being using for nefarious reasons, thus getting a bad reputation. Now with Kaspersky, we've got this local syntax version, syntax launcher exe, and then we've got also the auto IT, the same text file. Then we've got the so under the desktop, so not really worried about the desktop one, only those 2. So very close results as well. Just waiting for MSIsoft to close eventually. Okay, so now we're going to look at Malware, so 14 versus 6, so not really that much as well. So we've got this program data, which is a folder, and then it seems like these are the stuff that's inside the folder. So as we know, Malware counts every single one as an individual detection. So if you actually group them, it will be a little bit less for both of them. So we've got Remcast, the folder, and these are the files in the folder as well. Then we've got malware, generic, so app data local, Windows startup. So here we've got a startup item, app data local. There's that update one, or update 10. Then that's that same file, that file, that same folder here, app data local, roaming. And then we've got a couple of registry keys, which might be related to the Remcast, I think. RMC, so I think it might be related to that, could be wrong, but yeah, couple of keys. On Kaspersky, it seems like we only have 6 problems here, so we've got that same Chrome, that exe, then we've got desktop, so we can minus that one. Then we've got a scheduled task here as well, but it's a PUP, so not really a malware. Then we've got a couple of registry keys as well, so still very, very similar to ESET. Close that one. Okay, we're gonna just look at our startup items again. Okay, so let's quickly check if there's maybe any other user accounts that are running. Doesn't seem like it for Kaspersky. and it seems like we are fine with ESET as well. I'm going to look at this startup items. So we still have a couple of startup items here with Kaspersky. So my initial thought is these programs might just be legitimate. A little bit more for for ESET, but it seems like they might just be legitimate programs. Now, if we look at the apps that are installed, we still have a couple of them for ESET. Same with Kaspersky on the right. But yeah, for them both, a lot of programs that install, but I don't really think it's a lot of programs to worry about. Maybe just the auto IT for ESET, and I would say that's about that. So there was no post infection. I did check it. There's no point in rechecking the images because these programs that prevent ransomware. Now let's quickly conclude. So with the website test, I would say ESET won the test there, just purely because of the additional files that were downloaded on the Kaspersky side. When it comes to malware test, I would say it's very, very close. The only disappointing with ESET is obviously this auto IT. It seems like it's only containing the infection but not really getting rid of it or clearing the process out of memory. But it seems like it's keeping it under control. So my initial recommendation would just be to uninstall it. I think if you uninstall all of these programs on the desktop, I wouldn't be surprised if all those registry keys and all of those things would disappear. With the programs that you uninstall, you can maybe just scan third-party opinion scanner again and just remove any other threats that are found on the machine. But I don't think there's any real infection on the ESET machine. That's something really to worry about. But obviously you'll need to investigate further to make quadruple sure. But just on the eye, third-party opinion scans, I don't really think there's anything to worry about. Just uninstall all this nonsense, and then I think you should be good to go. With Kaspersky, once again, good results from Kaspersky. We do have obviously a lot more icons on the desktop versus ESET, but it seems like with third-party opinion scanners, we've got less malware remnants left behind. But if we look at the results from them both, if we subtract any malware from temporary files and things like that, programs that are installed and outside our normal locations, I would say it's very, very, very similar. The results on ESET suggest a little bit more because there's a lot more malware that was left behind. But yeah, Kaspersky's got its own little problems, ESET's got its own little problems, but I would say it's extremely close between these two. But if I just maybe take it as it is, I will lean a little bit more to the Kaspersky side. So if I really have a gun to my head and I have to declare a winner, I would say it's Kaspersky overall, because the website test was so close with the one malware that was downloaded. I think it outweighs a little bit the fact that we've got a little bit issues, or a little bit less issues on the Kaspersky side, but it's still so close. It's not like Kaspersky completely destroyed ESET or ESET completely destroyed Kaspersky. This is a very, very close battle for me as well, but I would say maybe Kaspersky took the one on this one. So let me know what you guys thought about the test. It was informative, educational. Like and share the videos, get it out there so that people can see how well these products do. I do see a lot of these articles, which I think is paid articles on the internet. What about, hey, the 5 base antiviruses or 6 base antiviruses for 2024, and you'll always get the same ones: Bitdefender, McAfee, Norton. Sometimes it's Avira, sometimes it's Malwarebytes, sometimes. So I don't really trust all these articles. Just say like, hey, these are the best AVs. We know Bitdefender is a good AV, so their name deserves to be on that list. But yeah, this is the only way of really testing it, not just the way that I tested. There's many other ways that you can test the products, but real world testing, or as close to real world testing as possible, not just reading some article and someone says you, hey, that this product's the best. Test them. We all know Malwarebytes is not always so great and things like that. But yeah, like and share the tests, guys. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks for all the guys that have stuck around for a while now. New content will be coming soon. We are just obviously super busy with work, so as when we have in our spare time, or when I have the spare time, I'll make these videos. So we are pretty amped with work. So apologies for videos being a little bit slow, but hopefully we can get them sped up a bit and get them released a little bit more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until then, enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next test. And thanks again for watching.